So we're working on our electrolysis device. It's basically going to fit in the 6-inch PVC pipe. We have to separate the gases because storing hydrogen and oxygen together is pretty dangerous. So to do that, at first we were going to use these two pipes like that, back to back, in this tube. Just slide it down in there like that. Can you see that? Like that. So hydrogen would be in here, and oxygen would be coming out of this one. But we realized that sealing that whole length would be very difficult. So we opted for plan B, which is these two pipes. It's not that long. Down in here instead, like that. Just fit it down right in there like that. And then in those two pipes would be one of these electrodes. One of them would be the negative end coming from the photovoltaics, and one would be the positive end. And they would be in there like that. And this one gives off hydrogen, this one gives off oxygen, and we would separate it by those little tubes. Then, to get the gas out of there, we were going to seal the top. This is the cap we're going to use. This is the cap we're going to use. We're going to seal both of these PVC pipes in, just like that. All air snug and tight, and then from the top, feed in one of these wires like that through the top to get that gas out of there and still have it be airtight in the tank. And that is the plan. Okay, so the next step is to get the end of the tubes to be completely flat so that we can have a really, really good seal, because that's going to be crucial in keeping the gases separate, is in the bottom of having this completely flat with that.
Alright, so we need to sand this flat, perpendicular, so that it's sealed up against that PVC cap.
No, we did the same technique,
and
give me a wider wood.
This is how it's done. Where's that third one? Yeah, you never realize until you try it how hard it is to make a cylinder square or cut a straight line when you're trying to cut one in half. It's insane.
This is going to be the whole system. The electricity for our electrolysis is going to be coming from solar panels outside. See them outside. So any excess energy that we're not using from these solar panels is going to be coming down, negative into this side, positive over to here, into this electrolysis tank, which is going to be filled with water. The positive electrode is going to be sectioned off with this piece of pipe, as we showed earlier, and that's going to be filled with hydrogen gas. And the negative electrode is going to be sectioned off with this pipe. They're going to be sticking out at the bottom a little bit so the electricity can pass, because you need to have the electric current pass between them, because that's what actually breaks down the water into the two separate gases. So once you break that down, the oxygen is going to come out here, and we're just going to put it back into the atmosphere, because if we need it later, we can just get it right back from the atmosphere. The atmosphere is 20% oxygen. The hydrogen, on the other hand, is going to come out over here and slowly start to fill this tank. Now, to eventually be able to get this gas out of the tank, it's going to have to be under a little bit more pressure than atmospheric pressure. So to do that, we're going to have this whole system filled with water, and as the gas starts to be created down here, it's going to slowly displace the water out, down. The gas is slowly going to start to fill up this tank, and the water is going to be displaced up here into this tank, and this tank is going to hold from the height of this is going to determine the pressure that this gas is under, and we just needed to be able to get the gas out of here. So it doesn't have to be that high above, it's going to be right above it. But once it's under pressure, then we're going to have two valves, one to let the H2 in, the hydrogen gas, and then another to put it out to our loads, which could include running a stove off hydrogen gas or simply running it back through a fuel cell, which we can explain in a second.
Oh, will be a second. using
Oh, yeah.
crank as opposed to the master crank. Is that the good spot?
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. Okay, so now that we know where it is, we'll go on the other side.
What is this?
Electrolyzer.
Electrolyzer? Edit that part out.
Yeah, we will.
Do you want to explain? So Hank has been twisting in this little valve with his hands, and he has now received a battle wound.
Oh, it's so intense. Look at all that blood. Come here. God. Oh, I just got it. Oh, I just got it. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Tubing is very difficult. Oh, they're using crooked. No. Cannot be. Does that look crooked, or does it just look like that's the tubing? Cut off. Tell me the truth.
Some combination of both.
Whatever. Does it matter?